everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Gina Bug. I want to tell you about this Himalayan salt block. We got this off Amazon and it has been the greatest thing that I have ever owned. Let me tell you why. It's full of salt, it's natural salt, it's great. I mean, you can put anything on it. Today we're going to be doing the shrimp and the few pieces of asparagus I have. And I want to tell you how to do this. You can get this off Amazon. It's also got the pickup that you put in and out of your oven. It's just a great accessory to your cooking. But let me tell you how to do it. The first thing you need to do is you need to set your oven to bake at 250. There's a certain way you need to do this to start off. So we're going to put it down to 200. Okay, when I get to 200, I'm going to hit start. And I'm going to put my Himalayan salt block in here, into the oven. When it reaches 200 degrees, it will let me know that it's preheated. You want to preheat your Himalayan salt block gradually because you don't want it cracking. So in about 15 minutes, it should be up to 200 degrees or maybe less. But I'll see you back in 15. Okay, everyone, my oven is up to 200. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to 400. And the reason that we're doing this is so that our salt block does not crack. We don't want it to crack in the middle from getting too hot too quickly. So we're going to go to 400. We're going to hit start. And in the process of doing this, we're going to get our shrimp and our asparagus ready. So what I've done is I've added 1 tablespoonful of soy sauce. That's all I've got in there. And we're going to start cutting our broccoli. Use a very sharp knife for your broccoli. We want to cut it up. We want it cut it up. I've used a very sharp knife to do this with. So we want it kind of tiny. We want to put it in our soy sauce. Okay. Now I'm going to put it on my snow blower. Everything goes on the snow blower. There we go. Okay, and then after that we're going to take 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Put it in here. 1 teaspoon of the lemon and pepper. That's what I've got here. 1 teaspoon of the garlic. Okay, this is actually 1 teaspoon of the Dijon mustard. I'm going to put it in there. 1 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. Going to put that in there. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of pepper. And 1 teaspoon of the horseradish, which is about what I have in there. And we are going to stir this together. And we're going to add our lemon on top of it. Okay, and we're going to stir it all together. Make sure it's all mixed up. And then we're going to take our squeezer. And we're going to take 1 full lemon and we're going to squeeze it into our sauce. If you don't use a squeezer, you can't get everything out of the lemon. So you want to get as much as you can out of there. Stir it back together. Make sure it's all chopped up. And we're going to take our Zydeco that you can get on Amazon. This is our Zydeco chop. And we're going to take it and we're going to do 1 teaspoon of Zydeco. So that's what I'm doing here. Going to put it in there. Mix it together. Zydeco is really good because it goes with all foods, everything. Okay? All right, and then we're going to take our paster. This is what I call a paster. We're going to get it all mixed up in here, and we're going to take it and we're going to paste our shrimp. Saturate it with it as much as you can. Just saturate it with it. Okay, and we're just going to paste everything onto our shrimp. We're going to paste it. See how good that looks? We're just going to paste it. We're going to use a spatula to move this over to our salt block. So we'll get all this goodness in here. And I probably made just enough to cover all the shrimp. But you're going to make sure all the shrimp are covered. And yep, just enough. See that? You want to cover it really good. And then whatever's left, you can put on your asparagus. You can just kind of go over them a little bit. They're going to get it. You can just use the goodness from the shrimp and put it over your asparagus. And that's what it should look like. And then we're going to put it, when our oven says it's 400 degrees, we're going to take our salt block out and we're going to add our shrimp and we're going to put it in there for 10 minutes and our meal will be done.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody, I put the juices from the shrimp, and we want to add just a little bit of salt and pepper to our asparagus over here that we're going to put on our salt block, just a little bit, and a little bit of lemon pepper, just a tiny bit, and then we're about to put this into the oven. Okay, it's been about another 10 minutes. We've got it up to 400, so I'm going to take it out of the oven. It's going to look kind of like a little dark colored on the top. Don't touch it because it's very hot. And then we're going to take our shrimp and we're going to move it over to our salt block. This is how easy this is, guys. It's very easy. Just move it over and you'll hear it start sizzling. I'm going to put it over here. It's going to be wonderful. You're going to love it. I'm making a mess, but that's okay because you want your shrimp nice and saturated. Okay, so we're moving this over to our salt block. This is such an easy thing to do, and let me tell you what, your kids will probably love doing this with you because it's something different. And you know how kids are. They like different stuff. So we're going to put all our shrimp on here, just like this. All of our juices. I'm just going to take my asparagus. I'm just going to kind of move it to the side and use it as a border, just like this. See how I'm doing that? Just as a border. And then I'm going to put this into the sink. And we're fixing to put this back in, and we're going to cook it for about 12 minutes. 12 minutes on 400 degrees. And it'll be ready. And it's going to be delicious. There we go. 12 minutes. All right, everybody. We got 8 seconds for my timer that I set. It's just about to go off. Okay, we're going to take it out. Oh, there we go. It's going to continue to cook as long as you leave it on the salt block because the salt block is extremely hot. So be very careful. But look at these shrimp. All right, so we've got our shrimp, we've got our asparagus, and it's continuing to cook on the salt block. It will continue to cook until you take it off there because it's at 400 degrees, remember? So when you take it out, the salt block is still very hot. So be very careful. But you shouldn't have to add anything else to it. You can take it off and put it on a plate, and you have a delicious keto meal for supper. And what I like to do, you don't have to do this, but I do, is I like to take a lemon and I like to put a little zest on it. Now remember, this is still cooking. So I'm just zesting a little bit on here, over it, just zesting it. And then that's all you'll need. I hope you've enjoyed this video. and share, like, and follow me on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. And yeah, just support our page. Thank you for following Cooking with Gina Bug.
Thank you for watching Cooking with Gina Bug. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes.